Hi guys! Thank you for clicking on my video. I wanted to make another nursing video since the first one everybody loved so much. This one's going to be more focused on just labs at Mason Nursing, and I wanted to include some more tips and stuff about how I study and my routine because I know a lot of you guys really liked that last time. About the textbook and supplies that you're going to need for nursing lab. We have two textbooks that we use. We have this one's for health assessment. We have different chapters with questions and like diagrams and stuff, and every week we have to do around like one chapter, and then we have our calculate with confidence book is where we do like dosage calculations and like math calculations for giving medications out. And now I want to go into depth a little more of all the supplies that you'll need for lab and also clinical, and it's good to have anywhere you go as a nurse. First is our stethoscope. I have the classic Littmann. I think it's like the third model or something. I got it at the beginning of the year, and I think it was around $212 with, I got my name engraved in it somewhere here, and it has the mirror finish, so it's like really nice. It's really good. And then I have just a cup in my little box full of pens, because you always like to have extra pens, either to write down something so you don't forget, or just to write any notes about your patient that you want to remember for later. And I also have in my cup like bandage scissors, just in case you need to cut some tape or anything. It comes in handy. And also a pen light. We use it to test like pupil constriction and all that stuff. And I also like to have a little notebook in my pocket as well. You can jot down patient information or anything you need to remember. And I just have my watch, good to count for pulse and respirations, and just my name tags. We get 2 for nursing, go at Mason, and this is just for my clinical at Reston Hospital. So yeah, that's all I have. Usually that I put in my pockets, and usually your scrubs have really big pockets, so that's what I put in.
So lab is divided into a hospital setting and a classroom setting, and we use these mannequins to practice on. We usually start off class by starting with medication, practice, and note-taking. Here we're just calculating the drip and flow rate. Here, me and my friend Ikra are trying to spike an IV bag and set up a primary and secondary line without spilling fluids and liquid everywhere. And I don't know if you can tell by watching the video, but we kind of failed because we had water flowing everywhere. We kept forgetting to close off one clamp as we started another, and so on. So things were messy, but we got it in the end, kind of. Still practicing. So a lot of the skills that we do in lab, we should also practice at home. And obviously I don't have the right equipment, so this is my little makeshift IV thing.
For meals, I usually try to do something quick and healthy-ish. So for nursing, we don't have much time to eat. We usually have like 30 minutes for lunch break, and we don't have enough time to go like buy lunch actually. So during class, during the week when I have class, we don't even have a lunch break on some days. We go straight from one class to the other class. So our teacher lets us eat in class. So what I've been craving a lot lately and eating are like chicken salad, sandwiches, and avocados. I think that's a good mix. And I usually pack it in a sandwich, or I just bring some like chips to dip it in, and then a drink or like some fruit snacks or something. And for breakfast, I usually just do something like easy, like either a pancake or a waffle, and I'll put some like peanut butter on it. And I always have my coffee in the morning. How I manage my time and organize all the work that I have to do. And I usually have 3 main things. I have my calendar, my agenda, and my like daily sheet. I'll show you in a little bit. So for the calendar, I just write down all the assignments due for the whole semester for every single class, and each color means a different class. So like I already said, purple is for pathology and blue is for health assessment. So I write down all of the dates, and I try to highlight the exams so I know like when I have an exam so I could study for them. And then when once the day has passed, or if I've done the assignment, I just cross it out so I know that it's done. And then in my agenda, I usually just write down what I have for the week. So like if I have something turned on Wednesday or something due on Thursday, then I put it on there. And then on my agenda, I usually put like non-school related stuff too. So if I'm like roughing a game for volleyball on Thursday, I'll put that down. If I'm have an event on Saturday, I'll do that. Or like stuff that I'm doing out of school, I'll put it on my agenda. So that's like how I keep track of every week. And then on the sheet of paper, which I'll show you, it has each class also, and that's more for like daily use. So like if I have something to do today, I'll like write down what I have for each class, and then I'll number it. So if I have to do like a quiz for health assessment, I'll put that quiz down. I'll put like in the 1 with the little circle next to it, and then 2, and then 3, and then that's what I do like that night, that I have to get done that night before the next day. So that's how I keep track of my daily stuff and what I need to do each night before class the next day.
So this is how I study. I usually just color code stuff like you guys already know, and I just like to rewrite stuff over and over again. Here I'm just studying for my math med test tomorrow, so I'm just memorizing the conversion charts, and I just usually just write them until I memorize them, and with my awesome friends.